need you. I need you in my life.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How are we doing? What's up, Spencer? Maddie, the name of this playlist is, I'll show it to you. It's called Lo-Fi Christmas. So it's by Stream Beats. If you click on, if you go to Spotify and click on Stream Beats or search Stream Beats Lo-Fi Christmas, you'll be able to find this super dope music. All right. So there you go. Timed afternoon walk perfectly for this live. That's what we're talking about, Samantha. Yuri, this is your first live? Well, welcome. Welcome. We have a good time here. I am full. I feel my stomach full. I ate good, and I'm still craving food somehow. Why does this happen? Is there any explanation? I mean, there's a lot of different things that it could be. It could be like genuine nutrient deficiencies. It could be a lot of things. This is why I like to recommend still having like a little bit of like treats or whatever, like things that people would consider bad, right? Like having a little bit of piece of candy, having a little bit of something that might be off plan, because it helps curb those cravings. I was shook to actually catch a live. Well, welcome, Bailey. Feels weird watching live. Why does it feel weird? You can talk to me now. I have a video coming out right after this live. It'll be a good one. It's gonna be the feeder video will be out today. What's in the cup? It's just this is from my Nespresso, which is right there. You can't really see it. It's in the corner. But it's like basically it's like a decaf latte, coconut milk latte. So that's what it is. Because I'm a fancy boy. What's up, Janelli? Hi from Toronto. What's up, Lady Low Carb? How you doing? How is it having Rico edits now so you don't have to? It's nice. I mean, he makes the videos much better than I could as well. Like his little things that he does. He does a great job. So yeah, it's really nice. Love the Christmas decorations. Thank you. We got Christmas music going on in the background if you can hear. But yeah, we have you guys can see Mr. Cal back here. He has his Santa hat on. It's his first Christmas. We got a Santa hat on the top of the Christmas tree, if you guys can see that. I'll be wearing that later once we get closer to Christmas, you know what I'm saying? On Twitch especially, I'll be doing a lot of that stuff. So and then we have the lights up and everything, and the nice tree. It's funny, it looks a lot better in camera than it does in real life, but that's all that matters. I knew I didn't really have to worry about it too much because I was like, it's gonna be blurry back there. No one will be able to see it. It's fine. Just like stick some lights on it and we'll be good to go. I got a text. Let me plug in my phone real quick. Hi from Pittsburgh. What's up, Renzo? Renzo Bins. Is that your real name? It's a freaking cool name, man. I just got home from a killer leg day. This is perfect timing. That's awesome, Ruby. I had a fantastic workout today. So I'm sure a lot of you, the camera is blurry. Is it? Am I blurry? No, I'm not, liar. I have been rehabbing a back injury that I've been dealing with for quite a while, and today was like a day where I just felt really confident. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever really injured your back to a point where you like really had to take a step back in training. Like injured your back to where like bending over or like sitting down was like really hard. But I've been dealing with it for a while, and today was like one of the first days where I feel really confident. I don't really know how to explain it other than that, but like like today, part of the workout, like, because I'm working with a physical trainer and we have like different like pieces that we do, but the last piece, which was a Metcon, so it's like a part where you're supposed to be sweating and breathing heavy, right? It had hang power cleans with 115 pounds, and like I haven't lifted anything like that much weight, and especially like in a hang power clean or a clean or anything, because like with a clean, like you have to really like explode with your hips and like extend all the way out, and then hinge as well, so you have to like, you're doing a lot of this, and for me that's where my back, like I notice things, right? I would notice like pulling and pain and stuff like that, so today I was like really nervous about it, but at the same time, like I was excited to give it a shot, and it went really well. So like my workout today, my like last piece, my Metcon, was a 12-minute AMRAP, so that means as many reps as possible. So it was like, you know, very doable. So it was 3 hang power cleans at 115 pounds. It was 6 air squats and then 9 push-ups. And so it just felt really good, because like not that long ago, like an air squat to me was like not in the question. Like it just wasn't happening. And so it feels really good. It was really good. Back injuries are the worst. Had to watch sitting down. I had to watch sitting down with chronic upper back / neck pain. Just finished physical therapy. Well, that's awesome. I hope you're feeling better. I injured my back a few years ago, and with me being overweight, my mobility was getting bad. In that this year I just got done with 9 months of physical therapy, and I feel so much better. Yeah, very naughty kitty. It's that's the one thing that a lot of people they don't realize, like when you get injured, a lot of, and this is my first thought is just rest. You just can't do anything. Like if you hurt your back, just sit around, wait for it to heal, wait for it to heal, wait for it to heal. Like your body doesn't really work like that. Like when it's like especially if it's like a muscle thing or like something where, like for me, my lower back, like if I were to just sit around, like I would be in a much worse spot right now than the fact that I'm working through it and like doing stuff to like strengthen other parts around my back and get my back used to moving that way. A lot of people, when they get injured, we hear RICE, right? Was it rest, ice, compress, elevate, or something like that? Which is like not terrible advice, but like if it's like your back or something that it's like, there comes a point where you have to start moving, right? You have to start like actually doing something to improve that area of your body. But it's so counterintuitive, because we don't want to do things that are going to make us feel like in pain, right? But you kind of have to push that boundary to see where you are. And so it's been a whole thing. Watching the stream while I get my cardio in. Nice, Isabella. What kind of cardio are you doing? I feel being overweight can make some injuries a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Sitting's harder on the spine than standing anyway. Oh, dude, that, Hannah, you're so right, and I think that's important. One thing I notice myself, I do all of my live streams standing up, right? Like sometimes, like especially if I'm on Twitch, sometimes I'll do 4 or 5 hour live streams standing up, and people will be like, why don't you sit down? Like, especially if your back's hurting, like you should sit. But for me, if I sit down for like an hour, once I get up, dude, my back feels so much more tight than if I were to just stand. Like seriously, if you have back problems, try to get yourself to stand like, I'm not saying you have to stand for hours on end, but like every few minutes, every 30 minutes, make sure you stand for like 5 minutes. I'm telling you, like it makes a world of difference. Like I notice, like every day, like if I have a day where I have been sitting a lot more than the day before, like I can feel the next day, I know that I'm gonna feel more sore in my back. Like it happens every single time. So like seriously, man, standing, if you can stand, try and stand as much as you can. Like if you're at work and you're able to stand up and like no one's gonna think you're weird, get a standing desk or get something you can put on your desk that can make it a standing desk. I can't recommend it enough. Like I seriously can't recommend it enough. Like that's why this desk to me is so important, and I will sing its praises. I'm not sponsored by here at Office Depot. Like I'm not sponsored by them at all, but like You don't even have to get something expensive. Like, you could put a freaking cardboard box on your desk, right? So you can, especially if you work on a laptop, put a cardboard box on your desk and set your laptop on that box. There you go. It's a standing desk, right? Oh, man, it's so, so helpful. My back pain improved so much when I lost weight. I couldn't stand for more than 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Now I can do it for hours. Yeah. Random unrelated question. Do you think in words, patterns, or images? Oh, man. I don't know. I would say images. I feel like I need more context as to what that question is. I mean, it's a good question, but I don't... Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think patterns. Definitely not patterns, but I would... Maybe images. What's going on, people? How's your day? I'm doing good. My doctor recommends for every hour I sit, I'm assuming. I sit that I should have at least walk around for a few minutes. That made a huge difference with my low back pain. Yeah, 100%. Did your feet hurt a lot when you were obese? Oh, Danny, holy smokes, yes. Like, so I'm actually not wearing shoes right now, but I have a pair of Vans that those are the ones I have at the office. And so I used to work at the Vans shoe store, and we had to, obviously you have to wear Vans. And this was before, now Vans makes these really cool, they're almost like running shoes that probably look really comfortable. I have a pair. They are really comfortable, but working in them would have been nice. But this was before they made those. So all they had was the old school Vans. So not very comfortable shoes. And I remember I've told this story before, but I would work 4-hour shifts, and you get a break, maybe 2 breaks in that 4-hour shifts. They're only 10-minute breaks, but still a time for you to sit down. And I remember I would be the amount of pain and the amount that I would complain to my coworkers, they were probably dude, we don't care anymore. But I would complain about my feet hurting constantly, and it was only a 4-hour shift. That's not that long. It's really not that long, especially because you get a few breaks to sit down. It's not like and it's not like it's super hard manual labor. I'm standing right in a department store or a store, and then I'm maybe climbing up ladders every little bit to pick up shoes and stuff. But it's not a super hard job, physically. But I would complain so much working there. But yeah, my feet now, the only time they ever hurt is if I wear stupid shoes and I'm on a long walk and I have rubbing because I have wide feet. So I have if I have rubbing on the side of a shoe and it's causing a blister or something like that. But other than that, I never have to sit down because my feet hurt too much. It's never really a problem. Yeah, when I was a mall store manager, I worked a lot of 12-hour shift to help me drop weight, but dang, my feet hurt so much. Yeah, dude, 12-hour shift. I don't know if I could do it. Was it Vans at Parkway Plaza? Yeah, it was. Look at that haircut. Yep. We're bald. I had my friend, he messaged me, he's like, dude, I hate you. And I was like, why? He's like, your hairline is so good. And I was like, what? So he has a really bad, I won't even call it receding. It's pretty much stayed. But his hairline is one of those really, really intense widow peak ones. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. Diabetic since 2002, so I'm very careful with my feet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful there. Do you ever miss the man bun? I mean, yeah, I miss it. I liked it. I had it because I liked it, right? That's why I had it. I didn't do it for any other reason other than hey, this would be cool. I think my plan this time around, I might keep it short for a little bit. I'm not sure. I really do like how easy this is. But I'm my inspiration, I think, is Captain America from Endgame. So his hair was kind of long, but he didn't because I always get a really high fade on my hair, to where I fade it all the way up to the crown of my head. And so I think this time, whenever I get haircuts now, I'm probably just going to clean up the ear section a little bit and let it grow all out at the same length, because I think that looks really cool. But again, I might be bald, or not bald, but I might be short hair for a while, because I do like how easy this is. Maybe keep it like this for a while. But yeah. It looks like the internet is kind of being slow right now. It looks like it's getting better. You're rocking the Jacob Hepner haircut. Yeah, pretty much. It looks like it's getting better now. I am down 250 pounds from my biggest. Wow. I am smaller than I was January of 9th grade. That's awesome. Keep your hair like this. It looks super good. Well, I'm glad that you like it. But I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to do whatever I want. Not that I don't appreciate the kind words, but like, I'm just going to do whatever I want with that, with my hair. I remember you mentioning that you experienced a click, and from that moment, you started losing weight. The perspective you gained at that moment, did you ever have it before, or was it rock bottom? I wouldn't even say that it was like rock bottom, but it was just like this, like it was this moment that opened my eyes. Almost like, as cheesy as this might sound, but it's almost like being enlightened, you know? Like, I finally saw things for what they really were, you know? Like, I saw things, I 100% saw the reason I was the size that I was because of me. Like, that was the biggest thing. I was able to take full responsibility for my actions. Like, that was a big part of what I call the click moment, was me realizing that I need to take responsibility for myself. And like, yes, there were like, and I'm not one of those people that doesn't believe in like the other socioeconomic factors of why people might struggle with obesity, because I was in all of those things, right? I was very poor, single mother. We like didn't have much money. I had to eat really crappy food, like all of those things. Like I fit into all of those things. But at the end of the day, for me to, if I wanted to lose weight, I needed to make some better decisions. Like it was that simple, right? And so that's like my click moment, was me not finally realizing, but me like really grasping that. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Team long hair John. Oh no. Is that really what everyone got from that whole thing, was that I accidentally messed up saying I was a single mother? In a single mother household, okay? For me, my click point was when I realized that I had a very unhealthy relationship with food, and that it wasn't going to live long if I didn't fix it. I cried. It was weird. Yeah. I was raised in you must clean your plate club, and of course my plate was piled by my parents. I finally realized I could change that. For me, I was like, it wasn't so much like you have to clean your plate, because I mean that honestly was never a problem for me. It was, we always, like, the way that we ate was always my mom would make a pot of food, and then it was like you serve yourself. And so if you wanted like seconds or, you know, extra helpings, thirds, fourths, whatever, like you had to eat fast for that to happen. And so like I think that's a big reason why, because I eat really fast. Like I have never met someone, like, unless we're like racing, I guess, but like never met someone that like just in general, if we're eating a meal, that will eat faster than me. Like I eat ridiculously fast, like ridiculously fast. Also, it looks like the internet's being a little weird again. My mom got really upset when she heard me say I was learning to not have to eat all of my food on my plate. My click moment was seeing full body pictures of myself and realizing that the image I had of myself in my head was nothing like I actually looked. I had to make real changes to get healthier. Do you still incorporate some of Greg's recipes in your diet after reviewing his cookbook? No, not really, but it's just because I'm lazy. I'm a very slow eater by nature, thankfully. I mean, I wish I was a slower eater. Mine was this year when I was in the hospital for a procedure and they found out I have a heart condition. I was just sitting and my heart was at, holy crap, 155 beats per minute. That's crazy. When you started losing weight, what was the struggle with losing the weight? I don't understand exactly what that is asking. I was raised to believe if you don't take care of your body, you must not love yourself. Personally, it's true for me. Maybe that's why I'm not struggling with my weight. Well, there you go. Obese Beast versus Will Tennyson casually editing contest. I'm assuming you meant to say eating. I eat fast too. I've become really insecure about it. Man, I don't care. I eat fast and whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm like, if you don't like that, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I eat fast. It's how I am. Oh, that happened to me too. I saw a photo of someone took of me at a party and I was like, OMG, am I that round? Yeah, dude, pictures will get you, man. Like, you're like, you think you're a certain, you think you look a certain way, and then, pictures are brutal. Like, there's no hiding, you know what I mean? Like, when you look in a mirror, like, it's very normal. Like, you don't walk up to a mirror like square and like kind of just like stand like you normally do. Like, everyone, when you go to a mirror, you probably walk up to it at a certain angle and you look at things in a certain angle. It's just how you are as a person. Like, you want to see your best self. But when people take pictures, they're not thinking about that at all. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? They're just trying to get the picture. They might be trying to make themselves look the best, you know? And so, yeah. Christmas lights, love it. That's right. My click moment was when I started seeing your bones. That seeing your bones is not a good sign. Yeah, that's not a good sign. You can't Facetune the bejesus out of candid photos someone else took. Dude, that's a whole nother thing. But like, one thing that I do feel like kind of is a problem. I'm not like one of these doomer people that's like, oh, it's like a huge deal. But like, I definitely do think it's a problem when people like exclusively use filters on their photos. Like, there is not a singular photo of them, not on their story, not on their Instagram, nothing like that exists of them without a filter on it. Like, and sometimes it's like super obvious there's a filter, and it's just like, that's not healthy, man. Like, that's not what you really look like. Like, you should be okay with what you really look like. These filters might add to that, but like, you should be okay with how you look. Like, I don't know. Food insecurity can be a major trigger for childhood obesity. You overeat because you are aware of the fact that food is a luxury, especially really tasty food. Yeah, that was definitely something I struggled with a lot. Do you think shakes like Isagenix work, or shakes in general? Shakes are just shakes. Like, they're just food, right? And so when I say, do they work? Like, yeah, will they give you nutrients and protein and food? Yes. But do I think using them exclusively as a way to lose weight is a good idea? No. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that's a good idea. I personally think that finding a balanced way of eating is the best way to do it. You know, that's not eating 50 bananas a day. That's not, like doing these shake diets. That's not going on some crazy weight loss scheme. I think like finding a way that is sustainable and healthy for you is the best way to do it. It's so weird that there are nothing but filters. Like, what are you hiding? Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of, they feel like insecure about it, because I mean, the thing is that so many people do it, and so it's become so normal that so many people just use filters all the time. Like, it's just a completely normal thing for them to do. And I think that's not good, right? That's like a problem. One second. Okay, that's better. Paris filter. Hey, man. But the thing that with the Paris filter, that one's like, at least it just kind of smooths like your face. Like, when I'm saying, I mean, all of the filters probably aren't the best to be using all the time, but like, so many people so many people will like use filters that it doesn't just like smooth their face, it literally changes the shape of their face. Like it makes their eyes bigger, it makes their cheeks bigger, it makes their mouth like smaller. It'll sometimes it's like super obvious, like put bunny ears on them. Like that I think is not a good look. Not a good look. Have you permanently stopped associated with Amberlynn Reed? I mean, for the most part, there's no reason for me to really talk about her. I mean, I feel like I've said everything that I need to say, and there's a lot of people that will milk that, will milk a dead horse or like beat a dead horse and just kind of like continue making content because people will continue to watch it. But how much can you say about a singular person? How much can you say about one freaking person? Like, I know I can't. There's not that much I could do. Like, I'll talk about people. I don't mind doing that. But, like, how much can you talk about one person constantly and have actually something new to say or interesting to say? You're going to be saying the same thing over and over and over again. And so, like, I'm good. I'm not going to milk the dead horse, as I so eloquently put it. I don't know. I think girls who use bunny filters kind of cute. I'm not saying that they're bad, like inherently. I'm just saying if it's constantly that like, that's all you're doing, and like that's all you're posting, and that's all like you don't like to see. Like I've noticed people like you can tell they don't like to see themselves without a filter on. Like that's just, I don't want to say it's dangerous, but I just think it's kind of sad. Like I don't know. There are reaction channels that only talk about Amberlynn Reed, and I don't know why people watch them. Plus, it's just bullying at this point. Yeah. Please don't milk any horse. When you started losing the weight, what was the hardest challenge you had losing the weight? Like the hardest thing at the start? Like the hardest thing at the start was just like actually doing the things that I needed to do. Like just because like my life up until that point was just excess in every way that I could think, right? Like food, like, well, I guess not excess in activity, but like being super, super sedentary. And so like changing that stuff up was a big deal for me, And so, yeah, I would say that was one of the biggest things is like being able to really just push myself to, do things sometimes. I just got back. I feel attacked. Ain't nobody talk about that Brad filter you use? Oh, the bread. I'm assuming you meant to say bread. Hey, there's nothing wrong with putting bread on your head, okay? Dead horse milk is the new almond milk. That sounds very cryptic. Where would UK get lasagna milk? What? What are you guys talking about? I'm confused now. I lost 100 pounds in 2 years, but now I'm having trouble shedding a single pound or getting toned. You just have to you just got to keep pushing. Like there's the thing with massive weight loss is that a lot of people don't realize that like if you're losing a massive amount of weight, also don't spam stuff. I'm not going to answer you. If you spam the same thing over and over again, I'm not going to answer you. And so like a lot of people, they fail to realize that when you have a significant amount of weight to lose, the first like 100 pounds, first 200 pounds, like that is gonna be relatively easy, right? What do I mean by that? It's all relative, right? So if we're comparing it to like trying to lose the last 10 pounds, like it is much easier to lose the first 10 pounds than it is to lose the last 10 pounds, right? I'm assuming everyone could be like, yeah, I understand what you mean there, right? And so what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people, they lose a lot of weight, but they didn't really have to do much changes to their diet or like really hard changes. So what do I mean by that? So like a lot of people that have a lot, like when I say a lot of weight, I'm talking 200, 300 pounds, 150 pounds, whatever. Like when you have that massive amount of weight to lose, that first third of the weight, like you can just like kind of stop drinking the soda as much as you were, kind of just make better decisions and you will see a massive change, right? Like, and then, but once you get closer to that goal weight or the end weight or like being actually pretty lean, like you have to do a lot of stuff to actually get to be super lean. Like it takes a lot of work. And I don't think it's even necessary. Like if you're at a healthy weight, there is no reason to continue losing weight just to just to chase some like arbitrary kind of like number, right? Like that's not necessary. Hey, RR, thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, thank you for being nice. I kind of had to lay the hammer down there a second ago, but I appreciate it. But yeah, so I think that that's a really big thing that people tend to forget or not understand is like it is very normal as you continue to lose weight, it will get harder. Like that is just how it works. Like that is how it works. Yeah. Even though you maintain at this point, do you ever slide and have bad days / weeks, or is your mental health pretty stable at this point? Well, I mean, mental health and maintaining weight are not at all related. I struggle with my mental health quite a bit. Like I have certain struggles that I've talked about many times, but I would say that when it comes to like maintaining my weight, I'm at a point where, like, I'm at a point now, like, where if someone asked me, is it hard for you to maintain your weight? It'd be like asking someone that has never been overweight or underweight if it's hard for them to maintain their weight, right? Like, I really feel like, and I don't mean that in like a condescending way, but I am so secure in like who I am and like the size that I am and the things that I do. And like, I am not at all worried about gaining weight. Like, it's just not a thing that I think about, you know? Because the way that I eat, the way that I do, like, it's not something that I'm at all worried about. I actually keep getting amazed at how kind this chat is. That's because I got good mods and they kick people out if they're being jerks. To be fair, when I remove soda or carbonated drinks from my diet, a lot of things change. Small changes are amazing. Yeah. Hello, dude. What's up? How's life going for you all? It's going good, man. Thank you so much for asking. Love the decorations. Also, congrats on the move. Garage Gym's beginnings looks cool. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be sweet. I'm very, very excited for it. What color barbell did you get? It's just all black. My mental, well, I didn't even get it. It was a birthday present for my brother, but he got me an all black barbell, which I am very excited to use. I ordered weights. Dude, weights are so expensive. So I ordered the weights for the gym. So I ordered 2 pairs, so 4 each. So I ordered 2 pairs of 45s, 2 pounds of 25-pound plates, two pairs of 10-pound plates, and then I also have the pizza plates over here that we'll probably bring to. What's up, Jason? Thanks, man. That we'll probably bring to the gym as well. So we'll have 3 pairs of 10-pound plates as well. But for those 4, so it's 4 45s, 4 25s, and 4 10s. It ended up being like $400 something, but which is actually a pretty good deal. But the shipping was like over $200. So it ended up being over $600 to get it shipped to the house. Which it is what it is. It's like whatever. Like there's a lot of places where like getting that much weight would have been really, really expensive. Craigslist is not any better. Like the scalpers and stuff on Craigslist are like way worse. Like they are price gouging so hard. Like it honestly is better to just order from places online sometimes right now because of how ridiculous people are being with the price gouging on Craigslist. Like they'll be selling an old pair of weights and it'll be like twice as much as it would be if you were to just buy it new. Like people are ruthless online, like ruthless. So yeah. I wish it was safe to join the gyms, but working out at home is cool too. Whatever gets the job done, you know what I mean? We just ordered an elliptical for our house, and I need to get some weights too. Winter is coming, and COVID restrictions are messing with the gyms. Yeah. Thanks for the content, man. No problem. We have looked at some squat racks, even secondhand. They are expensive no matter what. Yeah, they're no joke. New hair looks amazing. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What did you change in your diet when you switched from losing weight to gaining muscle? I mean, honestly, it was like when I was making that, when I decided to make that shift, I was already really aware of like macros and calories and stuff. So I just honestly like upped the amount of food that I was eating. I basically just upped the amount of carbs because I was already eating a good amount of protein, and I've always been pretty moderate in fats. I don't eat a lot of fat because it kind of makes me feel not very good when I eat like too much fat. And so I just upped my carbs basically. So I went from, these are just ballpark numbers. These aren't exact. But say I went from eating like 2,200 calories to eating, like 3,000 calories, or like eating 2,600 calories to eating 3,000 calories, something like that. I'm honestly kind of loving the jacket he's wearing. Thanks, Sarah. It's from Lulu. Very fancy. I forget what it's called though. But yeah, it's one of my favorite jackets. It's very nice. It's perfect for San Diego. It's like a very light jacket. It's not very thick at all. Hey John, do you believe it's possible to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time? It is possible for people that are at like the beginning of their journeys. So if you are just starting to like lift weights and you're losing weight at the same time, it certainly is possible. But once you're at a point like where I'm at now, it's not possible for me. If I wanted to lose weight, I'd have to focus on weight loss, and if I wanted to gain muscle, I'd have to focus on that. Yeah. Thanks for all the motivation. People like you helped me a lot. I lost 30 kilograms so far, and I'm almost to my normal BMI. Well, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. Do you think protein powder is worth the calories? Some are about 100 calories. I think that protein powder is totally worth the calories. Do I think that they're the best not bang for your buck, but like, do I think that they are like, I would always recommend eating whole foods first, right? Like that's what I would always recommend, getting your calories and your macros from whole foods. But I understand that a lot of times it's really hard. You know, if you're trying to eat 150 grams, 180, 200 grams of protein, like it can be difficult to get that from whole foods. And so that's when protein powders can really come in handy. And they taste really good. Like I like to be able to mix protein powders with yogurt or mix it in a shake and like make the thing taste way better too. Like protein powders taste good. So like that's a added benefit of it, you know? Yeah. Do you think full recovery from EDs is really possible? I absolutely believe that. 100% I think that it's possible. Do you even realize how many people you helped with your videos? Thank you. I think I struggle with really being able to conceptualize the amount of people that I've actually been able to help. Even if it's just one video that they were looking for an answer and they found an answer in a video I made, or maybe they were struggling with, you know, a certain thing and I made a response video about that thing, like, or, you know, the people, like probably a lot of you guys have probably, most of you guys that are probably in here have watched a good amount of my videos and have the content has helped you in many ways, I think. But it's really cool. It's really hard to conceptualize how much I've been able to help people. Yeah. Yo, obese, cleaning up for the holidays, looking good, dog. Thank you so much, man. I love fruit yogurt and protein powder. All proteins stay away from canned goods unless it's mushrooms, in my opinion. I love you, John. You helped me so much. Well, thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it. Currently revising for an exam. I am fluffed. Sun Warrior brand vegan protein powders are the best I've found for taste and texture. A little pricey, but I will pay for flavor. Well, I recommend BPN, you know? But seriously, like if you, cause I do the vegan protein as well, because the whey protein messes with me because of the lactose. So BPN has a chocolate and a peanut butter cookie one. They're very tasty for a vegan protein powder. Because like vegan protein powder will never be as good as like whey. It just won't. It won't be as smooth and stuff. But like for what it is, the BPN protein is solid. And I highly recommend it. And I don't feel bad at all trying to shill. Use my code O2B10 and you get 10% off. Hey, helps me out too. I appreciate it. How do you feel about Freely? Oh, I have a video about her. You should watch it and then you'll know. In a time where the world feels so isolating, these videos really make me feel like I'm not alone. I really appreciate your live streams, John. One of my highlights of my day. Well, thanks, Julia. I appreciate it. What kinds of foods do you eat when you're losing weight versus gaining muscle? Because I've been dieting and exercising, but I'm at a point now where I'm either gaining muscle or losing weight. For me, like if I'm trying to lose weight, I focus on if you guys watch Greg Doucette, this is not going to be riveting information, but like I focus on low calorie foods, but highly dense, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, let me go the other way. So my brain broke. So if I'm trying to gain weight, I want to eat calorically dense foods, okay? So calorically dense. So like I'm going to eat more nut butters. I'm going to eat like trail mixes. I'm going to eat granola. I'm going to like stuff like that I can eat. I don't have to eat a huge amount of, but it will make me feel full, right? And it won't make me feel full. It will. I can eat like a spoonful of peanut butter, and that's like 200 calories, and that's not going to make me feel super full, right? But when I'm going the opposite way, I'm going to focus on, thank you guys, nutrient-dense foods that are not super high in calories, right? So volume, that was the word I was trying to find. So high volume foods that are going to be nutrient-packed, but are also not going to, or that are going to make me feel full with the least amount of calories as possible, right? And so like that's why I eat a lot of salads, why I eat a lot of stir fries, because with those things, I'm like with salad, the main portion that's taking, like for me, it's how long does it take me to eat this thing, right? So a salad, the thing that is making it take so long for me to eat this is because there's a ton of greens in it, which inherently aren't going to be super calorically dense. They're very, very not calorically dense. Depending on what you use, they're going to be pretty nutrient dense, but it's going to take a long time to eat it. And that's a big deal to me. Like, it's going to take a long time to eat it, right? Same thing with stir fry. When I add a ton of vegetables in it, it's going to be a lot of fiber. It's going to help me poop, but like it's going to take a lot longer to eat. And basically what I do, and I'm not saying this is what's going to work for everyone else, but this is what I do. When I am no longer focused on trying to lose weight, or like it's not even trying to lose weight, because I haven't been focused on trying to lose weight in a long time. But if I am now focusing on I'd like to gain weight, basically what I do is now I don't worry about that as much. So if before I would eat a ton of veggies, I'll still eat a good amount, but I'll have more rice and I'm not worried about it, right? With the salads, I might not make it as big because I don't need that many greens. It's just nice to have them. So I can have a relatively large side salad, but then I can have another thing on the side anyways, right? And so it's just like I don't overly stress about volume when I am trying to gain weight. But when I am trying to lose weight, I don't want to say overly worry, but I make sure that I'm getting a lot of volume in my food so I feel full. But when I'm maintaining, like I've been doing for freaking years now, I just make good decisions. You know, it's if I want to have a big salad, I'll have a big salad. If I want to have Chipotle for dinner 2 times in a row, I'll do that. Am I going to have Chipotle tonight? I don't know. Maybe. Okay? I just moved. I don't have any food at the house. Okay? And I do live streams, and I'm live for hours on end. Okay? Don't judge me. How do you eat on Thanksgiving? That's a good question. I honestly just do what I want. And so, like, for me, that doesn't mean that I'm overly eating like a ton of stuff, because what I want to do is not feel like garbage, right? But I still do want to have a piece of pie. I still do want to eat whatever I want on that day, but I don't want to overindulge. That's important to me. I don't want to overindulge because I don't like how I feel when I overindulge, you know? What was the diet called I just joined? We haven't talked about that. We haven't talked about it yet. We'll get there. Don't you worry. But we like to hang out for a while before we get into that stuff. Why are you standing at your desk? Because it's better for you, man. Just saying, I've been following you from the start. You're killing it at life. Well, thanks, man. I've watched the dude you've become, and you're a really good guy. Be proud of yourself and earned it. Wow. Well, that's very nice. You're going to make me cry. How do I keep motivated to work out? I lost about 22 pounds since the start of the pandemic, but I'm a small woman with PCOS, so I already eat so low. And I feel like if I don't work out, I just don't lose. I don't know. For me, like, what's up, Maria? For me, being motivated to work out, hey, it's 777. For me, being motivated to work out, it doesn't, like, it's an internal thing. Like, there's nothing it's like the same as like asking someone, like, this is why I'm not the best at answering this question. But like when you ask me, how do I stay motivated to work out? It'd be like asking most people, like, how do you stay motivated to brush your teeth, right? Like, I don't know. It's something I do. Like, I don't know how to, like, working out for me is such a big part of my day that, like, if I don't do it, I feel like something's missing, right? And so how do you get to that point is like you do kind of have to, you know, push through feeling awkward. Like I recommend having a plan and like setting a plan in place before you get, like, if you're going to a gym, but even if it's not before you're even if you're not going to gym and you're working at home, like, set out your clothes the night before. Make sure you have everything in place before you have to start your workout, so there's no like, oh, I have to get this, I have to pick this out, I have to do this. Like, have everything set up so you wake up, get up. I like to shower in the morning because I'm weird. Like, even if I'm working out right afterwards, showering for me helps me wake up. But like, just set all that stuff up. When you wake up, bam, you put it on, you do your workout, and like, you don't give yourself time to think, you know? Because for a lot of people, when you, if you don't give yourself time to think, you don't give yourself time to talk yourself out of something, you know? Yeah. Great analogy, brushing teeth / working out. It's a result of proper habit building. If you're asking that question of people, how do you stay motivated? You already know the answer. Last question was already answered. I have another one. If I wanted to kick cheat days for good, what would be a good approach? That's a great question. I would recommend not thinking that a cheat day that's a lot. Like if you really want to maybe do a cheat meal, right? Like if you want to kind of slowly get into it, but like what I do and which really helps for me a lot is that I am able to allow myself to have little treats here and there, you know, a piece of candy or whatever, like a donut, whatever it might be. I allow myself to have that every once in a while, and I don't think of it as a treat. I just think of it as like, this is something that I want to eat, and so I'm going to eat it, right? Because if we're like, okay, all week I have to be good. I can't have anything. I'm not allowed to have anything that I want. And then at the end of the week, I can have anything I want. Like, that is just not a healthy way to go about it. So if you're like, hey, you know, it's Monday and, you know, I'm not really craving a donut, so I'm just going to do my thing. But then it's like Wednesday rolls around. You're like, you know what? I kind of want that donut. You have it. You know what I mean? And then you don't feel like you're always kind of in this position of either depriving yourself of everything, right? So either depriving yourself of everything, or it's either you're depriving yourself of everything or you're allowing yourself to be fully gluttonous and have anything you want. Like, if that is the relationship you have with food, I'm telling you right now, that is not going to be helpful in the long run. And so allowing yourself to be like, I'm not at all, you're not like being like depriving yourself of everything you want at all times, but sometimes you're not having it all the time, but if you want it every once in a while, you allow yourself to have it. And that's what really has helped me. I wear my workout clothes under my uniform for work, always ready. You're like a superhero. You just like, whoosh, ready. Ready to work out. What are your thoughts on Apple Fitness Plus that's supposed to be coming out? Any interest? I don't really know much about it. Advice on how to overcome the fear of going to the gym for the first time. My advice is to, no problem, B-Pine, is like, allow yourself to go to the gym and not feel like you need to do a full workout that first time, right? And so like what I like to do is you can even like walk through the gym if you want. Sometimes they'll even do like you can go with some of the workers and they'll kind of give you like a tour of the gym, which is kind of helpful. I know some people don't want to do that. I probably wouldn't want to do that because like my social anxiety, I'd be like, everyone here knows that I'm new, right? So instead you can kind of just like walk through it. It's not like I go to a gym all the time, and if someone is walking through the weight section or they're walking through the cardio section, I'm not in my head staring at them and being like, what are they doing? Why are they walking through? Why aren't they working out? I'm just like, okay, they're like, I don't even think about it. It doesn't even register, right? And so if you allow yourself to just like walk through the gym, kind of scope everything out, see where everything is. One thing that helped me a lot was the first gym that I went to, it was a 24-hour fitness. They had the cardio equipment like in the back of the gym. And so I could get on the cardio equipment and I could basically like look over the gym and like see where the things were. And I got really comfortable with the layout of the gym. And then eventually, now this is important, is before you go into the gym, like set yourself up for success. Okay. So like watch videos, like come up with a routine. There's tons of free stuff online, and be like, okay, I'm going to do a back day. I'm going to do squats. I'm going to do legs. I'm going to do whatever. Like have that in your mind, watch videos, bring your phone with you, like write stuff down, put it on your phone, like make sure you have the notes. And then you're like, okay, I know I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do this second. I'm going to do this third. I'm going to do this fourth. And I'm going to go do cardio, right? Or whatever it might be. And just like set yourself up for success that way. So you're not like, one of the biggest things people struggle with at the gym is like I know for me as well, when I first started going, was you feel like people are watching you because they're going to know you're out of place. So if you have a plan set in place, you're not going to feel like the person that's like looking around like when you're that person, it's very obvious you're out of place, right? So if you're instead, you've done your due diligence, you've scoped out the gym, you know where the equipment is, you know what things you need to go to, and you set yourself up for success. You give yourself a plan. You're like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And then make sure you have kind of contingency plans, because sometimes maybe that machine that you wanted, I just spit everywhere. The machine that you wanted is taken or whatever, right? Like don't be like, I have to do this first. Be like, okay, I want to do this first, but if it's taken, I'll do this instead, right? And so like have that plan. But like I'm telling you, planning it out is super helpful. And like that might sound daunting because I'm not a planner. So like if I was like I don't want to do that. Like I'm just saying if you're nervous, right? Once you get more comfortable, you won't have to do that. Like it might only last for a few months, but then you you'll be 100% like ready. You'll be good. You don't need to worry about anyone else. You can go to the gym without a plan and be like, I know what I'm going to do anyways, you know? Yeah. Unless you are yelling or acting crazy, nobody is looking at you. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, what Kiki said, can we get everyone to hit that like button real quick? Just do me a favor, hit that like button real quick. I would appreciate it. Gyms also include consultations, so there's that. Yeah, that can be really helpful as well. I drink a minimum of 192 ounces of plain water a day and need to avoid dehydration. Dude, that's so much water. I don't drink that much. But you did remind me to drink some just now. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Did you ever have a weight loss plateau? And if so, how did you overcome it? I never had to deal with anything like super extraordinary, like when I was losing my weight. For me, I think there's a lot that goes into weight loss plateaus, but the thing that like helped me avoid them, was that I was able to, I've always been really good at being very honest with myself, you know? And so if I am doing something that I shouldn't be doing, it's very easy for me to be like, hey, like, yo, you're messing yourself up. Like the reason you're not losing weight is because of this, you know? And I've always been really good at being brutally honest. And I think that's really important. If you're trying to lose weight, like being brutally honest with yourself and not letting yourself lie to yourself is like super important, and I think a lot of people struggle with that because it's hard to be honest with yourself when you're like already struggle with not losing the weight anymore. And again, that's just one thing. There's a lot of reasons, like plateaus can be genuine things that are going on with your body that are making it harder. But from my experience, a lot of times it's just people that maybe think they're doing the right thing, but maybe they're not accounting for this snack that they're having. They're not realizing how many calories are in the drinks that they're having. They're not really realizing how much butter they're using or oil they're using in their food. Like there's just like little things that most of the time account for why the plateau is happening. Again, please make it very clear. Not always, but a lot of times that's usually what it is. And so it's like going back to the drawing board. If you like, a lot of people struggle with like they'll be tracking for a while and they'll be like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think I need to track as strict. And then they're not tracking as strict anymore. And then they're not losing weight. And they're like, man, it's so weird. But they almost forget that they used to track way more strict and they knew exactly what was going into their body. And now they're kind of loosely tracking, which is nothing wrong with loosely tracking. That should be the goal. But if you're like now no longer seeing results, it might be time to take a step back, put the ego aside for a second, be like, okay, you know what? I still need this crutch more than maybe I realized. And I think a lot of people forget that like it is important to like, those things are important. Like they're there to help you out. And I think a lot of people, when they feel like they're too good for it, they're like, I'm not going to move back to that thing at all. No, I'm too good for that now. Yeah. John is too stubborn to fail/die. No, I'm not too stubborn to die. I think you're being right. I have not been being honest. When I cook, I tend to snack on a piece of cheese. Oh, dude, I'm the same way. When I cook, most of the time, I'm also eating. Diet drinks are bad. It's better to have the full sugar if you're going to drink soda, but I can't recall why it's bad. That's actually very false. I have diet soda all the time. Don't let people scare you into feeling like you're going to get cancer or something because you have a diet soda, right? Like, I'm not saying drink 2 liters of diet soda every day, but like it is worse to drink full calorie sodas than it is to drink diet sodas. Like, trust me. Okay? It is worse to drink full sugar, high calorie sodas, especially if you are overindulging. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a soda every now and then. I'm not saying you can never have a soda, but if you are drinking like a 2 liter of regular soda a day, and you could cut that to diet soda, I would 100% say that's a better option. If you feel like your weight is being impacted by it. Like people will say, oh, well, diet soda spikes your blood sugar the same, and so it makes it impossible to lose weight. I'm telling you, like, I am able to drink diet sodas and lose weight. And I know many other people that can. So like, the thing is, I'm not telling people to drink diet soda. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I am saying to those people out there that would like to have diet soda but are afraid, you don't have to be afraid. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. People are always, so whenever I talk about this, people are like, well, it's bad for this people, it's bad for these people, it's bad for these people. Well, obviously I'm talking about the vast majority of like healthy individuals. Like if you're relatively healthy and maybe your weight is the only problem, there's nothing wrong with drinking a diet soda. If you're diabetic and you know that diet soda is going to mess with you, then obviously I'm not talking to you, right? I'm talking to most people in the world that like are trying to lose weight and their only problem is that they are at a higher weight than they would like to be. It's okay to have a diet soda. That's all I'm saying. If I want soda, I drink diet soda. I refuse to drink my calories. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm in the same boat. Diet soda has more sweeteners to make up for the lost sugar, bruh. No, it doesn't. This is so frustrating. Like, it has sweeteners, yes, but they're not calorically dense sweeteners. Sugars and high fructose corn syrup have a lot of calories in them. And so those calories are the things that help people maintain higher weights. So if you take out those and you add something that is 0 calorie, it is going to help people lose weight. That's just how it works. It's like a tobacco patch. If it stops you from smoking 2 packs a day, it is much better than the alternative. Yeah, 100%. If I absolutely want the soda feeling, I drink gas water. I don't know how it's called. Gas water. Am I the only person who really hates soda? Yeah, I don't hate soda. I like it. I clicked on this expecting him to be talking about the snake diet. No, we already talked about that. How to lose weight without being obsessed with calories? There's tons of ways to do it. Just focus on making smart decisions. I drink water and black coffee all day. I can't remember the last time I drank real soda. I do like plain seltzer water. I know it tastes like TV static, but I love it. Dude, I don't get how people can do straight up like plain seltzer water. I can't do it. I can't do it. I admit I have a Coke Zero in my hand right now. In this this fridge right here, there's Diet Pepsi Cherry. Bottled mineral water makes me happy. Well, there you go. Hey, thanks so much for joining, Perel. I think the problem is when people just remove water and just drink diet soda. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're not having any water, I mean, water is a good thing to have. That's what's in this thing. I can't even do a flavored seltzer water. Yeah, I can't do those like LaCroix and stuff. Nah. Yeah, balance is key. Yeah, I agree. Hey, that rhymed. Oh, Sherry, thank you so much for joining. So real quick, I wanted to shout out the Discord if you guys haven't joined yet. I want to kind of shout out the Discord for those of you guys that haven't joined. I highly recommend that you guys join, just kind of so you guys can see. This is what the Discord looks like if you join. So this is just general chat. As you can see, there has been so in the past 2 hours, there's been 150 plus messages. Okay, so like people are in here all the time talking. And what are we talking about? People are talking about weight loss. They're talking about anything, right? So this is general chat. There are tons of different ways that you can like connect with people. You can ask any questions you want in the questions text channels. Like there's all these different text channels. There's fitness channels where you can talk about your fitness goals. There's also media channels where you can like share selfies, your transformation photos. You can share your pets, your arts, memes. We have video game chat, all this stuff. Then we have food channels. And what I think is one of the coolest, what about Gatorade Zero? Is that okay to drink? Oh yeah, of course. 100%. I drank Powerade Zero a lot when I was actually losing my weight. Thank you so much for the $2, by the way. That's very nice of you. But also, I think one of the coolest things is right here. And so this is these are the voice channels. So those of you guys that are on the Discord, you guys can probably attest. Like a lot of nights out of the week, there'll be people in these voice channels just talking about anything and everything, talking about weight loss, talking about just movies, we actually have movie nights as well, which is really cool. So we've started doing that where you're part of the Discord, you click on it and someone will be streaming a movie and you can watch the movie with everyone in the Discord. And so I just wanted to shout that out. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you join. If you like the live streams, this is the community for you. Like the Discord is people that are part of the live streams that are here. You guys can talk whenever you want. So I highly recommend. As you can see, they know that they're in the stream. If you're in the Discord, everyone say hi. Everyone say hi to the stream if you're in the Discord right now, and we can see your shining faces. What days do you stream on YouTube? Most of the time I stream, there's everyone. Most of the time I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday on YouTube. Hi, Mom. There you guys go. So that's how it works. It really is a cool community, and I think it's awesome. We have over 8,000 people in it now. And so I really I'm not even like, I don't get anything from the Discord. I don't get paid for, having people on the Discord. But it's just a community that I think is really cool. And I think that you guys will like it as well. But yeah. All right. I'll leave the Discord alone now, and I'll let them get back to what they were talking about. But I just wanted to shout that out because I think that the Discord is awesome, and I hope that you guys check it out if you guys are ever curious about that, because I know we talk about it a lot, and like that's how I get a lot of the ideas for the videos, and I have a lot of you guys send in ideas, and it's really cool. And so it's it's a really cool community, and I highly recommend you guys join. Alrighty, you guys, let's talk about this diet, eh? Think we should get into it now? Alrighty. 80 bananas diet? No. I really like the new haircut. Well, thank you so much. What's the diet called? Well, just wait a second and you will find out. Don't you worry. Cereal diet. All right. So this diet was, this like video idea was brought to my attention by one of my friends in the Discord. So again, if you guys haven't joined that, I would love for you guys to be there. That's where I get a ton of ideas. We have a reaction request channel where you guys can put videos in there for me to maybe react to or give my opinion on. But this was actually from one of my friends in the Discord that kind of gave me this idea. And so we're going to be talking about, as you guys can see right here, we're going to be talking about this diet, which is called the HCG diet. Now, if you're not familiar, get ready. It's very interesting. But let's watch. So this video, it's kind of a weird video. It's like a robot voice kind of explaining the diet. But I feel like it gives a really good overview of what the diet is and kind of what it stands for. So again, it's kind of a weird robot voice, but hopefully that doesn't bother you guys too much. Natural remedies.
Everything you need to know about health and wellness.
Oh yeah, I sped it up by the way because it's like really slow. But I guess we can go to 1 if you guys want. Here, we'll go 1.25 because he talks so slow. So we'll go here.
Chapter 9: Using Hormones and Supplements. The HCG diet is a controversial approach to weight loss. The hormone HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin,
gonad. Nice.
after which the diet is named, is injected or ingested at a very low dose, combined with at times a very low calorie intake.
So, just so you guys understand what he just said, so this is a diet that, added with a very low caloric intake, which he says a very low caloric intake is also something that is injected into you. So you are injecting something with a needle into your body to lose weight. Okay? Just remember that.
People who have battled to lose weight for many years have reported this diet successful for them.
And I want to make it very clear that just because this is being said, okay, like literally any diet, like people that have, it says people that have battled to lose weight for many years have reported this diet successful for them. Like especially really extreme diets, all of these can be successful for people when they are extreme at a very low caloric intake, right? That is going to work regardless of this stuff that you're injecting into yourself.
It was designed in the 1950s and has been modified and re-released. Diet supplements are found a dime a dozen nowadays. Basically, these supplements are enhancements for our regular diet. They aim to provide us with what our normal food does not provide.
And this isn't wrong, what he's saying, right? That is what supplements are. And that's why when people ask me, what supplements should I take to lose weight? I always respond with nothing. Like there's no such thing as that. Like there's no supplement that is going to make weight, like burn fat faster. That's why I don't like fat burners. Like they might have some things in them that, might make you a little bit more energized, and therefore you might burn a little bit more calories through that. But like there is no supplement you can take and just sit on the couch and you'll lose weight, right? So that's why when people ask me, what supplement should I take for fat loss or for weight loss? I'm like, you shouldn't be thinking of it like that. What supplements are, they are a way to supplement your diet and give you things that maybe you are missing in that diet, right? That's all they are. And people think that they are these miracle pills, which that's just not what they are.
As such, they are claimed to be packed with nutritional goodness which takes care of our overall health. Important info.
Okay, so I already watched this video, and he just goes over this thing. Like, he literally says the same thing 2 times in a row. And so we're not going to watch that twice. So here, I think it's like right here.
In its content. The 4 phases include injection, some diet change, major calorie restrictions, normal diet with some food restrictions, and normal diet based on organic foods. The controversy surrounding the diet focuses on the use of HCG as a dietary medication when it is not approved by the Federal Drug Authority in the USA, and the extremely low calorie intake which some consider as not enough to maintain normal body functions.
Okay, so right there, it's just so funny because it says all this stuff about HCG, which I'm sure is not a good, like, if you think that you need to inject something into your body so you can lose weight, like that diet probably isn't for you. But the fact is, like he says it right here, and the extreme low calorie intake, which some consider is not enough to maintain normal bodily functions. So I'm just like, why do you feel like you need to inject something into your body when you're already eating in a way that is not enough to maintain normal bodily functions? Like, it just seems like you're doing extra when it's not even necessary. Like, why?
People following the diet reportedly lose between 1 and 3 pounds of weight each week, and fat loss is reportedly more obvious in those places where fat deposits are more commonly seen.
So this is saying, so 1 to 3 pounds per week. Now, these numbers, it's so hard because you don't know how much weight the person has to lose. If someone is losing 200, 300 pounds, like losing that much in a week, it really isn't that crazy, right? Like we hear about people that lose, 100 pounds super fast if they have to lose 400, 500 pounds, right? So I don't really, like, if you're only trying to lose 20 pounds, then that's absolutely ridiculous. But then they say it is reportedly more obvious in places where fat deposits are more commonly seen, which I feel like is just a way to say, like, people lose fat around their midsection when they want to lose weight there, which you cannot spot reduce fat. So I think, like, if you have more fat in an area, you're going to lose more fat in that area, right? Like, that's just how it works. If you have more fat to lose, you will lose more fat. Like, there's nothing super special about that.
Even though controversial, it has its supporters who feel it offers a solution to those who have attempted other ways to lose weight without success.
So in this, I know I keep pausing it a million times, but like in this is something that is normal with any extreme weight loss measure. Like, this is very normal for anything, not just this HCG diet. Like, this is any extreme thing. I'm sure you guys have talked to many people that are selling like whatever crazy weight loss thing. They're like, this is the thing that helped me lose weight, and this is like, it is super special, and it's the thing that worked for me. And like, people get really attached to them because it did work for them. But it's because like with this diet, at least, it's because they're in a severe caloric deficit, right? And newsflash, this is almost any of those extreme diets or extreme weight loss measures. The reason they work is because they put you in an extreme caloric deficit. Like, that's how they work. Especially like if you're losing 3 pounds in a week and you don't need to lose that much weight. That's how it works, because you're in an extreme caloric deficit.
Nutrition experts feel the weight loss is most likely a result of the very low calorie intake rather than any benefit.
Why? I mean, I agree with what he's saying, but why is he injecting a teddy bear with the random videos behind the text is very funny.
From the injections. Weight loss tends to be rapid and consistent when on the program, making it a popular choice for those who are results driven.
And again, that's with any super extreme diet, those things happen, right? Like, you lose weight super fast. But again, like, what happens when you've had the weight off for 3 years, 2 years, or do you even have it off for that long, right? That's what's really important. That's why I talk about like how fast someone loses weight is not at all as important as how long they keep the weight off. Like, how fast you lose weight, to me, honestly, I don't care. Like, when people try and message me like, hey, I would love to be on the channel. I lost 200 pounds in a year. And I'm like, okay, get back to me in 3 years when you've kept it off. Because I'm not going to promote someone that's done something super extreme, lost a ton of weight, but I will promote someone that's lost a lot of weight and has kept it off for a long period of time, because they've obviously figured out something. Most, or not most, but a lot of people that lose a lot of weight and they don't know how, or they're not like they haven't done a lot of research, they just really severely cut their calories, and eventually they get to a point where it's like, man, I can't live like this anymore, and sadly they gain the weight back. Like, this is not, I'm not espousing anything that's new. This is stuff we all know, right? This is stuff I've said before.
The very low calorie intake leaves people feeling
the very low calorie intake
initially lethargic and with little energy, but after the program is completed, the focus on healthy eating and the associated lifestyle changes and weight loss produces an energized feeling in most participants.
So it says the very low calorie intake leaves people feeling initially lethargic. Well, yes, because you're not eating anything, and that's very important, okay? And then it says, but after the program is completed, yeah, because after you complete the program, they said themselves that you start eating more food. So, wow, crazy concept. You eat more food and you feel better. Oh my gosh, I could have never guessed.
There are many oral supplements on the market today that reportedly will assist you lose weight. The supplements are available as a natural product through health food stores and medication forms through pharmacies over the counter and through prescription from a doctor.
I just want to make it very clear, okay? Any supplement that you can buy from a store is not going to help you lose weight, okay? Any supplement you can buy from a store is not going to make you lose weight. All right. Now, there are genuine drugs that you might be able to get that you can get prescribed from your doctor that actually do stuff, right? But if you are going to a supplement store and they're going to try and sell you a fat burner or something that's going to make you lose weight, don't buy it. It's a waste of money, okay? It's a waste of money.
Those who have used them for weight loss either love them or say they have not worked for them. Using supplements is somewhat controversial, but each of them have a different appeal and a support base, and for those seeking to lose weight, they are an option. Supplements are in general excluded from U.S. regulations under the Dietary Supplement and Health Education Act 1994.
Yeah, that's one thing that people, like, supplements are not regulated the same way drugs are. And so, like, don't just take any supplement that you see at a supplement shop, especially if you've never heard of the name of the company. There have been many people that have gotten in serious trouble, like, that are competing in the Olympics and like other sports where they're drug tested, that have been like, oh, I was just taking this supplement, and it ends up being like a performance enhancing drug, or something is inside of that supplement, because again, it is not regulated the same way. So just be very careful when you decide to pick out the supplements that you're using. Like, you can't just trust like these manufacturers. Like, you really just can't.
Supplements typically are taken every day according to the directions on the packaging. There is little or no re-education of diet, exercise, or lifestyle changes offered as part of the program. The participant simply relies on the supplements to either suppress their appetite or increase their energy levels. Some of the supplements encourage the use of shakes or other dietary supplements as meal replacements to assist calorie intake reduction, and the anticipated increase in energy levels reportedly leads to increased physical activity, resulting in increased calorie burn.
So what that said, so for those of you guys that might not know exactly what it's saying there, so some of the supplements encourage the use of shakes or other dietary supplements as meal replacements to assist calorie intake reduction, and the anticipated increase in energy levels reportedly leads to increased physical activity, resulting in increased calorie burn. So that last part, it's basically saying the more you move, the more calories you will burn, right? And so that's like the whole thing that it's saying there at the end.
The person taking the supplements remains on them for the duration of the prescription if it is provided under medical supervision. Those bought over the counter are not controlled, and the individual can theoretically continue to take the supplements indefinitely. Success reports are mixed, but those who have lost weight on these supplements are convinced they do work. There are online sites that rate the.
So what that is called, right? For a lot of that it's called placebo. So it's like, what placebo is like you think that this thing is actually helping, when in reality it's because you think it's working, you are actually working harder, right? Like, because you think this thing is helping you lose weight, you are doing the things that you need to be doing to lose weight. You're making sure that you're tracking your calories. You're making sure you're in a caloric deficit. You're making sure that you're not being an idiot with your food choices. Like, you are making the decisions you need to be making. And because you are using this pill that has this placebo effect that you're taking it, especially like a lot of people, it's not just placebo. It's the fact that, hey, I paid money for this thing, so I'm going to get the most that I can out of it, right? So that's another part of it. But like, that's a big reason why like supplements or pills, diet pills work for people, is because they have this really strong placebo effect because they're putting something into their body.
Success of different supplements and provide information on the more popular supplements, giving them a star rating for performance and results. These sites are essential reading for anyone considering using the supplements, as the number of fraud supplements continue to increase through online shops. It is also recommended to seek professional medical or naturopathic advice before commencing any weight loss program using any of these supplements, particularly if you are using other medications. Some of the ingredients, even the natural ingredients, can affect any chronic illness or interact with prescribed medications.
Yeah, I mean, this is all true. Definitely be careful with anything that you take or put in your body.
Thanks so much for watching.
All right, so that was the video. Also, huge thanks to Miss Melissa. Whole foods and exercise and consistency is key. That's all. I agree. And Rami, thank you so much for the $3. Thank you guys. I appreciate that a lot. But there's also an article that I wanted to go over. So this is from Times Live. And so I'll accept cookies, I guess. And this is from the 17th of November of this year. So this is actually a pretty new article that came out. And so this, I love the name of the article. And so this quack diet is a waste of money and potentially harmful. Doctors, I'm assuming doctors said that. I don't know. And so obesity is a global problem. Unfortunately, I'm assuming SA is South Africa. Obesity is a global problem. Unfortunately, SA has not been spared from this scourge, and according to the National Department of Health, about 30% of South African men and a whopping, also let me know if it's not South Africa, and the whopping 68% of South African women are, wow, that's crazy. So 30% of men and 68% of women are overweight. Apart from all of the complex causes of obesity, the problem is compounded by the fact that we do not have effective treatments for obesity. Even drugs that have been approved to treat obesity are only modestly effective, with average weight loss of only 3 to 5 kg, and they often have horrible side effects. Yes, drugs are bad, Mr. Mackey said it. This creates a perfect storm, many people desperate for a solution to their weight struggles, and many willing to exploit this desperation through quackery. Yes, 100%. One such treatment, dang, this article is going hard. They are going so hard. That is being advertised by weight loss clinics and spas is HCG, human. Oh man, I know it had gonad in it. This word, okay? Chronuronic gonadotrophin, also known as the pregnancy hormone. The idea of HCG as a weight loss treatment originated from the work of Dr. Albert Simmons, first described in the medical journal Lancet in 1954, and later in his book Pounds and Inches, published by the same year. He recommended daily low-dose HCG injections in combination with a very low-calorie diet, VLCD, that's funny, as the cure for obesity. Okay, so I want to make it very clear that a lot of these spas, and this is actually something that I've seen here in San Diego, there will be these spas that they're like, oh, we're a weight loss clinic, and what they will do is they will either give you injections. I think some of them might even give you the tools to do it yourself. Avoid those. Avoid when you see a weight loss clinic, I'm telling, for the most part, avoid that place. Okay? They're trying to get your money. Don't give them your money, okay? Do not give them your money. Okay. So, the idea of HCG as a weight loss treatment originated... Oh, wait, I already read that part. Okay. Today, the HCG diet, also known as the Simmons method or the lipolytic fat-burning diet... Why are these words so hard to say? Lipolytic. I think that's how you say it, is still being marketed as a route to fantastic weight loss. Advertisements including the promise of extreme weight loss, sometimes up to 1 kg a day. Holy smokes. Body reshaping to specifically burn abnormal fat, such as the tummy roll, appetite suppression, and a general feeling of well-being and self-confidence. The HCG diet is also endorsed by celebrity doctors, because they're freaking terrible people, that's why. Probably Dr. Oz or something. Companies market a medical weight loss program that includes a VLCD, so that's a very low-calorie diet, which that's the reason you're losing weight, okay? Important. This is what's working, very low-calorie diet. Not saying that I recommend a very low-calorie diet, but that's why you're losing weight. Supplements, medical supervision, and personal support, along with vaguely labeled injections that, upon closer inquiry, turn out to be HCG injections. On other sites, one can buy HCG injections and drops, apparently without prescription. Jeez, dude. Along with instructions for the very low-calorie diet. It's funny. The VLCD diet, the D in diet stands for diet, LOL. Products containing HCG also can be ordered on general online shopping platforms. Jesus, dude. In one particularly egregious example, a qualified medical doctor with aesthetic medical practices in Johannesburg, yes, it definitely is South Africa, advertises the Simmons protocol and homeopathic HCG, that's so funny, products which, by the definition of how homeopathic products are prepared, cannot contain any active HCG. They also have numerous false claims on their website, including that HCG is present in every human tissue, including males and non-pregnant women, as well as pregnant women. This is simply not true. Jeez, dude, people are freaking crazy, man. The HCG hormone is only produced by cells of a growing embryo during pregnancy, or by HCG producing tumors, and therefore we do not normally have HCG in our bodies. So if you're not a pregnant woman, you shouldn't have HCG in your body, okay, dudes? Don't put that in there. It is important to remember that HCG, like all other hormones, has considerable impact on how our bodies function. In women, HCG injections can stimulate ovulation. That's not fun. And they form a routine part of the fertility treatments. The hormone is also the culprit of behind morning sickness during pregnancy. Well, that's not fun. I don't want that. In men, HCG injections stimulate the production of the male sex hormone, testosterone. And as a result, the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, has listed HCG as a banned substance in male athletes. Even more worrying, HCG variants present in crude HCG preparations can fuel the growth and spread of cancers. So not a good idea to be putting in your body. Apart from these potential harmful effects, it has also been conclusively shown that the Simmons method does not work. Wow. Put in the Owen Wilson wow thing, okay? Numerous controlled trials, including one conducted in South Africa, have shown that HCG HCG is not more effective at bringing about weight loss than dietary restriction alone, okay? So what do they mean by that? So if you are in a caloric deficit, you are going to lose weight. You don't need to inject any HCG into your body, all right? Don't do it. Please. Don't. In a 1995 study, which combined the result of dozens of earlier trials, concluded that there is no scientific evidence that HCG is effective in the treatment of obesity. It does not bring about weight loss of fat redistribution, nor does it reduce hunger or induce a feeling of well-being. So it's all placebo. That's what people are getting out of this. All placebo. It is also, So it is also noteworthy that the American Food and Drug Administration, FDA, recently, as July this year, published a consumer update emphasizing that HCG is not approved for weight loss and that there is no evidence that it can contribute in any way to weight loss. They also warned that very low-calorie diet prescribed with HCG may result in gallstones, electrolyte balance, and disturbances in heart rhythm. You guys, gallstones suck really bad, and a lot of people end up developing them because they're in a very, 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 very strict calorie deficits. Like, you have to be careful when you're losing weight. Don't just think if I eat like no food or if I eat really low amounts of food, that's how I'll lose weight. Because I'm telling you, your body needs food. It needs food. This is why I don't like promoting crazy diets. Like we've talked about the snake diet before. Like these things, it's not just like losing weight is going to solve everything. I'm telling you right now, like these things can be very dangerous, okay? Like they really, really can be. And I know a lot of people, they get really, 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 like you get hyper focused on losing weight. If I lose weight, I'll be happy. If I lose weight, I'll be healthy. If I lose weight, everything will be fixed. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. Like take care of yourself. Take care of your body. That is what matters. Like that is what matters. Okay, sorry. Alternative formulations of HCG are an even greater waste of money. HCG is a protein hormone which, when taken orally as drops or pellets, like a rat, will not survive stomach acid. So basically, it's literally a waste of money and will simply be digested like a tiny piece of meat. Also, since it is a hormone, products advertised as hormone-free HCG can by definition not contain any active HCG. Jeez, dude, this is hilarious. And botanical concoctions that are advertised as having the same effects as HCG simply have no basis in scientific evidence. According to the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority, SAHPRA, formerly the Medicines Control Council, therapy-grade HCG preparations are Schedule 4 drugs and therefore require a prescription from an authorized medical professional. It is therefore illegal to sell or buy HCG products online without a prescription. Some companies do state on their website that HCG injections should only be administered under the supervision of a medical professional. But that still does not change the fact that these injections do not work for weight loss. That's true. Therefore, at best, HCG products for weight loss, if they even contain any HCG, will be a waste of money. And at worst, could have life-changing consequences. Either way, it's simply not worth it. And here is something else to think about. The scientific studies and trials mentioned here are all listed on the prestigious Medline database in the U.S. National Institutes of Health. This database is the gold standard of all published biomedical research, and the abstracts, comprehensive summaries of these studies are openly available online. In addition, the other sources that we mentioned here, such as WADA, FDA, and even Wikipedia, are just a Google search away. They said, do your research. Therefore, qualified and licensed professional practitioners seriously ought to know better, than to prescribe unsupported and unapproved and non-approved treatments for weight loss, and they also cannot claim that they were not aware of the facts around the HCG diet. While these unscrupulous doctors will continue to try and peddle their snake oil, 100%, it is up to you as a consumer to take responsibility for your own health and understand what you are putting into your body. Man, this article was fire. So I want to make it very clear that I'm not making, I don't want people to feel bad if they feel like I wanted to try this, or I was thinking about trying this. Like the reason people do this is because they do feel like they don't have any other way out, right? Like people genuinely feel like there is nothing they can do. Like they need to do something. Like there's nothing that they could do. And like the whole reason for this channel, the whole reason for what I do is I want people to understand you don't need to do things that are this extreme. And as the article showed, if you do things that are that extreme, a lot of times it can have the opposite effect on your health and put you in a worse spot because of it, right? Like these diets, these super extreme, I mean, with injecting something into your body, it's not necessary. It's going to cost you money that you don't need to spend. Like you can absolutely lose weight on your own volition. You don't need anyone else to do anything for you. Like I fully believe that, and that giving money to these crazy things, it will only hurt you in the long run, and it's just 100% not worth it. I eat diet chicken. Diet chicken? What the heck is that? I couldn't deal with the man bun anymore, huh? LOL, I think about cutting mine off every day. Yeah, it was just annoying. Like honestly, like it was like it's just so much easier, dude. I would recommend cutting it off if you're thinking about it. Like if you're thinking about it, do it. You know what I mean? Like I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. And that's when I cut it off. Like it was there was no, like I didn't think about it for a long time. It was like, I'm doing it. And I just did. I mean, but I'm kind of like impulsive like that. So that's why I was so surprised that I was able to keep the hair on my head for as long as I did. Because I go through that stuff quick. Turkey is diet chicken. For real, turkey is so overrated because of Thanksgiving. Turkey is diet chicken. Have you ever heard of breatharians? Yeah, I've heard of that before. Very interesting. HCG had me losing weight, throwing up. I had to have blood transfusion, no joke. Oh wow, so you went through it. So yeah, I mean that's what they said. It is part of the same hormone of like that makes you throw up in the morning, like morning sickness and stuff. Like it's no fun. Chicken is way better than turkey. I wish we had roast chicken or grilled chicken at Thanksgiving instead of turkey. I mean, you could, right? Like, that's something you could do. I was pregnant. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Hi, I'm obese and I have a question. How many days in a week do I need to train to lose weight? Every single day, or can I do like 3 to 4 days a week? You don't need to do anything to lose weight. Like you need to be in a caloric deficit, which is probably going to come from the food that you're eating, or most likely the food that you're not eating now. And so whatever works for you. Like if you want to work out, you know, I probably wouldn't recommend working out 7 days a week. Like I don't recommend that, right? If you're trying to lose weight and you're at the start of your journey, do not work out 7 days a week. Right? But if you want to work out 3 or 4 days a week, there's nothing wrong with that. Like your workouts don't need to be super crazy. They can be relatively chill. And you can see a lot of results from that. Like you could be walking, right? Like going on a walk. Like if that's all you can do, there's nothing wrong with that. I eat nothing more than 300 calories first time after walking for the first 2 to 3 hours of the day. That doesn't sound very good. I'm from South Africa and we eat rice. You guys like rice there? I'm smoking my turkey this year. When I read that, I think of like killing. Like I'm gonna smoke this dude. I'm gonna smoke this turkey. I've never smoked a turkey, but I've heard it's really good. Anyone, if you're gonna deep fry a turkey, be careful, okay? Don't want to burn down your house. I would straight up visit America to do the turkey sound at them and see if they talk back. What? I have frozen food from Trader Joe's this year, and that's fine. Hey, I don't think we're having any plans because we just moved, so I don't think Thanksgiving is going to be a big production at my place. First time viewer, I'm enjoying this vibe as an RNY bypass patient. I think I'll stick around and sub. Plus 100 pounds lost maintained 2.5 years. That's awesome. Congratulations and welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy them. Doing takeout from a local diner myself. Well, there you go. My birthday is in 7 days. Well, everyone say happy birthday to Yusra. We don't have turkeys in Australia. They're amusing to us. You don't have... Well, I mean, it's not like there's like turkeys running around here in America either, right? They're just in like turkey farms. There's wild turkeys that roam around my apartment complex. Well, I guess I'm wrong. They eat kangaroo. What do you mean? That's funny. Well, I have fallen into the HGC rabbit hole, and now I have made it my mission to find Dr. Emma's certification. Isn't looking promising. Have a good night, all. Sarah, have fun. Bring them down. In Philadelphia, there are so many wild turkeys. Well, maybe. I mean, I live in Southern California. There's no wild turkeys around here. Yeah, I used to have turkeys wander through the alley behind our house in Seattle. Well, fine, okay, whatever. I'm sure there's more people in America that has never seen a wild turkey than have, okay? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm from Southern California, okay? I have wild turkeys that roam in my backyard too. They really freak me out. They are big birds and fly and sleep in trees. Jeez, dude. Oh, when I was on my Twitch stream last night. Also, if you haven't followed me on Twitch, you should do that. But on my Twitch stream last night, we were watching videos of moose fighting. Well, not fighting, but like locking antlers. Dude, moose are huge. And then also kangaroos. The reason I brought it up was because kangaroos are freaking scary, dude. They like float on their tail. If you guys haven't watched kangaroos like fight, they like float on their tail and kick, and it's freaking wild. They're beasts, bro. John is just a city boy. Give him a break. Yeah, I'm from. Well, I'm not even a city boy really, but I'm just not like. I live in Southern California, you know. When I was little, a turkey fell in love with me and then would attack anyone who came near me. Well, there you go. Did you guys get married? I got kicked by one when I was a kid by a kangaroo. Jeez, dude, that's scary. Moose are scary in real life. They will charge your car up. Dude, yeah, they're huge. Like, they're bigger than most cars. Like, you guys, if you've never seen, if you like the reason it blows my mind is because, like, I remember as a kid, like, I had an idea of what a moose was, and in my head, it was, like, just a deer with antlers. You know what I mean? Like, maybe a little bit bigger than a deer, but, like, similar. Dog, they are very different, okay? A moose and a deer, like, a moose, they're so much bigger. Like, moose are bigger than horses. Like, they're giant things. Like, I was watching a video on my Twitch stream last night or the night before or whatever, but it was like a moose versus a grizzly bear. Like, they weren't fighting, but like the grizzly bear was like running up to them and the moose would like charge it. And dude, the moose was like 3 times bigger than the grizzly bear. Like, it was much bigger. And like it made like the bear just run away. Like, dude, they're huge, bro. They're humongous. Someone needs to watch more Animal Planet. I guess so. The bear was scared. I know, it could. You could hit a moose with your car on the highway and the moose will walk away. Yeah, I mean, they freaking destroy cars, right? Like, that's a normal thing they do. Mooses are obese deer. They're big, though, too. Like, they're huge. You should check out the size of giraffes. Their heads are huge. I've seen giraffes in the... Like, I feel like I just don't feel like there's, like, they don't have, like, because we have a zoo here in San Diego, so I've seen, like, giraffes before in the zoo, but it's not like we have, like, moose here in the zoo. And if we do, I'm not like, hey, let's go to the moose exhibit. Like, no, I'm good. I don't want to go to the moose exhibit. So, like, I don't know. They're humongous. I'm more concerned about the alligators in Florida and the Carolinas. I've seen so many of these videos of those freaking dinosaurs walking through golf courses and stuff. Yeah. Dude, they are 100% dinosaurs. Crocodiles and alligators, they're dinosaurs. 100%. How often do you stream on Twitch? I never know when I can catch you over there, but I love the vibe of streams. I stream, like, it's not, I don't have a set schedule, but it's a little bit later in the day normally. But I probably stream on Twitch more than I stream on YouTube. If not more, it's basically the same amount. So, yeah, it's twitch.tv/obesetobeast, and you can catch those streams. They're really fun. They're very similar to this, but we can act like on YouTube. I can't ever, like, you guys see how I'm talking about these videos, but I can't show them because on YouTube, like, you get copyright claimed like super fast. Like, if I tried to show 5 seconds of, like, because it's like an Animal Planet video or whatever, and if I tried to show you that video, I would get in trouble. And so on Twitch, you don't have to worry about that as much. So it's much chiller there. Oh my god, the video of the dude rescuing his puppy from the grader. I was a small gator, but still. Yeah, dude. You should do gaming once in a while. It would be awesome. I do gaming on the Twitch channel. We play Among Us and stuff. I play with you guys, actually. I just looked up, and moose are taller than humans. They're much taller than humans. Like, much taller than humans. It's not even close. Like, look at this. Wait, I want this to be full screen. There we go. Look at this thing, dude. Look at that. It's not like, this is a full-grown dude, and he looks like, look how big his antlers are. That thing is as big as that guy is. Like, this thing is, they're humongous. They're freaking huge. Like, they're huge. No, thank you. Clydesdale on steroids with antlers. Yeah, seriously, dude. Like, look how thick this, like, no. How come they haven't been hunted to extinction like bisons? I mean, I'm sure it's something to do with, like, their meat probably isn't super fatty and they're not probably, like, good to eat or something. That would be my guess. No joke, though, they can kill you. No, they absolutely can. 100%. Dude, in my dad's office building, we got a moose hung in the head in the entry level of the building. It was huge, yeah. Yeah, check out the side of Big Wolves next. All right. Let's see. Wolf size versus human. Holy smokes, dude. That thing is gigantic. Dude. That's huge. Dude, if I saw that, I would be terrified. I didn't know that they were that big. Apparently, this is just how wolves are. According to the WWF, World Wildlife Foundation, an Arctic wolf can reach up to 5 feet, 11 inches long, which is 100% news to me. Dude, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, a gray wolf can reach up to 6.5 feet long. And if you've been watching Game of Thrones, those dire wolves are actual wolves. Jeez, dude. Well, I'm never going outside again. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys very much. I love the targeted ads. What were they promoting? I wasn't even watching it. I have an ad blocker on. Let's all stay at home. I know, right? Yeah. Damn, nature, you scary. Underwear and food. Nice. All right, you guys. Well, I just want to say thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks to everyone that was able to have some fun with the stream. This was a really fun one. There will be a video up in a little bit. It'll be the feeder video, and hopefully, unless I get demonetized because of the content. But I appreciate you guys very much. If you guys haven't checked out the live streams on Twitch, I would really appreciate that. There's a link by the amazing Rachel that she just posted. If you guys want to click on that, I'm not asking for any money. It's just free, just like YouTube. You just go there. You can follow for free, no cost to you. And then also, if you guys want to check out the Discord, I highly, highly recommend. I think it's the coolest community, honestly, on the internet. So I would love for you guys to join. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.